Hi, welcome to clickmyproject.com. Requested title is Arbitrary State Attribute Based Encryption with Dynamic Membership. Small abstract. Attribute-based encryption is an advanced encryption technology where the privacy of receivers is protected by a set of attributes. An encryptor can ensure that only the receivers who match the restrictions and predicted attribute values associated with the ciphertext can decrypt the ciphertext. However, maintaining the correctness of all users' attributes will take huge cost because it is necessary to renew the user's private keys whenever a user joins, leaves the group, or updates the value of any of her attributes. Since user joining, leaving, and attribute updating may occur frequently in real situations, membership management will become a quite important issue in an attribute-based encryption scheme. In this paper, we will present an attribute-based encryption scheme, which is the first ABA scheme that aims at dynamic membership management with arbitrary state, not binary state only for every attribute. Our work always keeps high flexibility of the constraints on attributes and makes users able to be dynamically join, leave, and update their attributes. It is necessary for those users who do not change their attribute status to renew the private keys when someone user updates the value of his attributes. Finally, we also formally prove the security of the proposed scheme without using random oracles. Next flow of the project. First, let's start the project with KGC center, and key generation center will start with setup function. In setup function, we'll generate the hash function for alpha and beta, and will generate the public parameter for positive values and prime numbers. And next, KGC will create users in by using user attributes and such as melancholia and color such as, and by providing username. In user enrollment, user will generate the private key and master key based on the user attributes, and in user updation, user can update the attribute with providing the new attribute with existing attribute. And in encryption, user can encrypt the secret message which is shared to another users based on the private key, master key, and attributes of the user, and encrypted message will be transferred to the other users based on attributes of other users. And any user can decrypt the message which is matched with given attribute when encryption. Next, execution of project, and let's start execution. And this is the home page of the product. Here, first key generation center will generate the key setup function. So clicking KGC. In KGC, first we are generating the prime numbers for values of P, Q, and small q, and I'm generating the prime values, and I'm providing the any positive number here, generating the positive integer for alpha and beta. So I'm generating and then saving these alpha and beta values into this. Based on this alpha and beta, I'm generating the changing value, that is applying hash function for a particular values. So I'm getting the HIJ here, and next we are going to user creation. In user creation, we have to mention the username for creating the membership. And total attributes of per particular user, and I'm selecting the attribute values. And next, when I clicking create button, it will address created. So if I'm creating again means it will show us a user already exists. And next we generating the public parameter here. For that we are getting the total attribute of login user, that is created user, and I am getting V1 and V2. These are attribute values of created user, and I'm based on this I am getting the VIJ value, and based on VIJ and Q value I am getting the VJ value. And next I am computing the VJ. So I am providing the TA value here, and based on this TA and VAJ of non-attribute, that is this value is VAJ value of, that is V1, V2, V3, V4 values of non-users, that is non-logged users. I am getting the VAJ inverse value. And next I am generating the master key here. The master key will be generated based on alpha and Q value. So when I click on master key, I am getting the master key here. And next is user enrollment. In user enrollment, I am computing A and A plus 2. So I am providing the A and AA value. I am getting the sum of these values. And next I am providing the computing the VKG. For computing VKG, we have to get the non-user of some value and sum of current user attributes and Q value. And based on these values, I am getting the VKG. And next I am generating the private key based on previously provided values, that is alpha, Q and TA, and array value you should provide here. And based on this, I am getting the private key DA, and based on private key DA, I am computing the DAJ values. For that, I have to give the RAJ value, and based on this, I am getting DAJ bar and DAJ double dash. And next is user updation. Here user can update the attributes of user. So based on this, I am giving the attributes of users. When I am clicking the user attribute, we can change the attribute value here. And if we change the value means I'm just selecting the new attribute and forgetting the HIJ dash value. And next is computing attributes of VAKJ and VAK dash. So for that, we are providing the TA value and the RA dash value. Based on this, I am getting DAJ, and DAJ for VAJ dash I am giving now, and RIJ dash value and RA value. Based on this, I am getting DAJ. And VAK value, we should provide the random value. Based on this VK value, I am providing 1 bar VAK value, and other attributes HIK value. So I am providing HIK value here, and VAK dash value, and RAK and RA dash. So getting VAK value. And next is encryption. For encryption, we should compute the T value. For that, we am providing the TS, the input value of K, AT, and MJ, and based on these values, I am computing the T value. And next, I am putting the C value for based on the C and T, ciphertext will be generated. So I am providing the S and T value. Based on this, I am getting the C value. So I have got the T and C values. Now I am providing the encrypted text. So by clicking encrypted, we can encrypt the given text. And next is transferring message. Here we are transferring the message into another users in the group. So I am viewing the message first. Here I have viewed the message. Here we can view the attributes. Here I am selecting any attribute for. So I am selecting doctor here. Whoever could have doctor attribute, that is value, can decrypt the message. So I am sharing the message. Successfully shared, leaving the current user. Next is user joining. In user joining, user can join by providing username and get the attributes of user and joining the user into a panel. User joined successfully. So here joined user can decrypt the message. Further, we just view the encrypted message here. This is the encrypted message, which is encrypted by the another user. So if the user is given the proper attribute, we can decrypt the message in valid attribute. So here user should provide the proper attribute. Here I am providing the given attribute. So now we can decrypt the original text. So we can leave the panel now. And user updating, the same procedure of user updation is manual here. For that, we just viewing the attribute and update the attributes of user. By clicking update attributes, you can update the attributes.